war. And then we played in the Jayhawk Conference, which is the toughest JUCO conference.
In Kansas or something, right?
No, out of all the conferences. Easy, like, that shit was like, you watch the NCAA, shit was real. You know what I mean? Like, every single game was like, and I got runner-up for freshman of the year, made the first team, or rookie, blah, blah, blah. And then my coach ended up getting, I was going to stay there for 2 years. Because I had Bobby Knight at all my games, Huggins at all the games. That's when I was going to sign with Texas Tech early. And they was like, no, he was like, sign with Cincinnati because it would be you, James White, and Rob Whaley. I was like, all right, but let me just do one more year. And then my coach.
So who else was after you during that time? Besides, you said Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, Texas, Cincinnati, Oregon. Yo, I'll tell you a story about that. It was a couple other schools, East Coast, everything, Villanova been on, like, that type of stuff. But other than that, like, when my coach got a job at another place, I ended up leaving Barton and going to Midland.
So Midland,
that's in Texas. That's in the middle of Texas.
When you was doing the JUCO thing, right?
Yeah.
And some people do shit for level of competition.
Yeah.
Like going to different schools.
Mm-hmm.
Was it based on the level of competition when you transferred from Barton to Midland, or?
See, when I transferred from Barton to Midland, I ended up getting into it with the coach in Midland. So he kicked me off the team Christmas, and he spoke to my mom. My mom basically begged him to take me back on the team because I was averaging we weren't doing good at all. We were 7 and 9, and we you know what I'm saying, shit wasn't working, and
What was y'all beef about?
I was showing up late to practice. I was coming high to practice. You know what I'm saying, and
she was the man.
I was bringing different joints. They weren't even allowed to sit and watch this practice. I had joints on some weird TV shit. You're no bullshit. He's like, when you go home for Christmas, don't come back. And I'm like, what you mean? And then my mom was like, I had to have a talk with my mom, and he was like, listen, the only way I have him come back if he comes off the bench.
How did your teammates accept that at that time?
They didn't give a fuck, but they knew they needed. They needed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, the only way you can come back is if you come off the bench. So I had to agree to come off the bench again.
So throughout the whole school before, because now you're going to be finishing up JUCO.
Yeah.
Looking back, is academics something you regret not taking serious?
Man, listen, I'll keep it real. College is not for everybody. Now you see the option now.
But even from high school.
Well, high school, yeah. I'm like, yo, this is hard to force somebody into something that they know in the future this is not going to benefit for them. Yeah. And now you see the way the transition of the game is now.
What would you do now?
Me right now, I'm going to IMG. And then I'm going right into the G League with yeah. I'm not touching school.
You're not going to. What about the other one they got? The other one with the.
I'm doing Brandon Jennings. I'm going overseas.
Now you seen the new one? The other one they got with I think Kevin Durant's an investor.
Yeah, they're all the same. They're like
it's the same shit.
But you can go as a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and then that's the development. See, that's what overseas does.
Yeah.
Overseas been doing this shit. They've been doing this shit for forever, and this is why they come so prepared mentally when it comes to the game. That's why Luka looks like he's just having fun out there, win or lose. He's like, yo, I'm doing whatever I want because they can't stop me because I've been doing this since I was 14.
All right, so look, your JUCO career wasn't as storied. It could have been better, but it was decent. How do you get to a high level Division I program like St. John's?
You know, so crazy. When I was in Midland, coming off the bench, I was averaging 20. I was averaging 20 off the bench with some Lou Williams shit. So the coaches already knew, and we weren't ranked the whole year, and we end up losing in the conference finals to go to the finals to play against all the big dogs in Kansas. So we was like the Cinderella team. We was small. We were doing shit.
And this is at where?
This is in Midland.
All
we
right.
won 25 games in a row after Christmas when I started coming off the bench. So when I came off the bench, it was beneficial. Me averaging dub, I'm playing against the second unit.
And you was already comfortable with that role because you did it in prep school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when my mom said that, I said, oh, that's what he wants? I said, I'm out of here. I didn't want to be.
You know, you coming in second unit with one thing to just put the ball in the basket.
And I was dusting. It was the easiest shit. And then I was playing against their first unit, and that shit was nothing already because I was equipped to it.
Who was the coach at St. John's? Mike Jarvis at the time?